Welcome, Coven Members. We're going to talk about our April wrap-up. You read more than me, so I think you should start. Okay. I want to know what you read.
Well, let's start off with The Perfect Marriage. I rated it 4 stars.
That's pretty good. Are you going to read The Perfect Divorce?
I will read The Perfect Divorce. The ending was something that was a little bit different than a lot of thrillers, I feel like, too. Mm-hmm. I didn't suspect the twist at the end, and I like that in a good thriller. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good.
I was honestly shocked after I read The Perfect Marriage, because I read it in March. I was shocked that it had a sequel, because I felt like it wrapped up like really nicely. And so as soon as I finished, I looked up the little blurb, because I was like, what is the second book even going to be about? So
yeah, I know. And then you sent it to me to our group chat, and I started watching it and got a little bit of a spoiler, but
I'm sorry, I forgot. I was like, I had in my head that you had finished it.
It was exciting, so I should have known better, but I got excited and I watched it anyway. So,
would you recommend it?
I would recommend it.
Yeah, and she's awesome. We saw her this last month. Yeah.
She is so funny.
Very
and her
funny.
husband, they're cute.
The first one I read this month, which seems like I read this book forever ago, was Sky Shade. Mm-hmm. I don't quite remember. I think I did like 3.75.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I'm so glad you remember. This series, I feel like I have a love-hate relationship with.
I've only read the first book.
Yeah.
And I loved the first book. I think I gave that one 4 stars.
Really? Okay.
I believe. I don't remember.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, are you going to continue it? Because I know you've only read the one.
I will, eventually.
Here's a minor spoiler for Nightbane.
I have a hard time wanting to read the second book because of what you told me.
Yeah, so what I said like, it, so she lost some memories with Grimm. Mm-hmm. And like, a lot of the second book is like regaining those memories. And by the time it gets to the second half of the book, it is almost like one chapter present, one chapter in the past, back and forth. And then like when we get to the very, very end, like at the huge climax of it, it is like within paragraphs going back and forth. And it was very, I don't know the word, it just threw me out of it.
Chaotic?
Yes, it was super chaotic. Yeah. And it was like pissing me off.
Mm-hmm. But I want to know what happens.
I think that's what's keeping me with it, because I do, honestly, I want to know who she ends up with.
Yeah.
And I guess that's another minor spoiler, because guess what, I finished this and I still don't know who she ends up with.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I feel like it's heavily implied.
Yeah.
But here's the part that makes me like curious, because of Alex's social media, the author, Alex asked her social media. And, like, she just recently announced the Grimm and Oro, like, I don't know what to call it, not a duel, but like, it's going to be, like, Grimm on one side, like, you flip it,
yeah,
and then the other one's Oro. So that makes me just question things.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, question, then, who would you pick, Oro or Grimm?
Did you ever watch Edda and Eddie growing up?
Yeah.
Okay, you know Plank? The board?
No. It's probably been like 2 decades.
That's Oro for me.
Is it boring?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But, honestly, like, Oro has no business being with her, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm Team Oro in the fact that, like, I like Oro, but, like, he is just, he doesn't even have a place in this book, in my opinion.
Did you start to like Oro more in the second book?
I'm trying to remember. Yes, I did like Oro more in the second more in the second book. See, I feel like I'm giving too much away now, and I'm really sorry. But there's a lot to it. I feel like there's a lot of lore that is like harshly put in that it's not necessary. Mm-hmm. I guess. The twist was a little disappointing to me. But I just want to know what happens at this point. But, like, do I want to just watch a YouTube video about it? Or do I actually want to experience it?
Well, it's not a trophy if you just watch a YouTube video.
Exactly,
Right?
I can't have the trophy.
Yeah.
And, like, these are all signed now at this point.
Yeah, we did go and see her, and she was really sweet.
She was very, very sweet. I did not read Summer in the City yet.
Can't believe how young she is, too.
What is she, like 28, 29?
I think so.
Yeah.
Made me feel very behind in life.
This is kind of like my final say on this. I will say that if you are new to fantasy, you probably would really, really like this, but I am a little bit more seasoned in fantasy than some people, so I feel like, which, I haven't read, like, a love triangle, really. So, like, that was interesting. Mm-hmm. I liked that. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's better ones, and I want to seek them out.
Yeah.
So, but if you're brand new to fantasy, this is probably good. It is YA.
It is a good toe dipper.
Yeah, for sure.
Started Zodiac Academy, and I was like, I'm gonna take it slow because there's like 26 books, something.
Mm-hmm.
It might be.
If you do the entire expanded universe,
yeah,
it's 26 books. Yeah.
And because she is like so dedicated into Zodiac, and the way that she has recommended it is with no spoilers, and I wanted to do it that way because I feel like I get bored if I know spoilers and then I read about it and I'm like, eh. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing it that way. So the way she suggested was doing books 1 through 3 of Zodiac.
Okay.
And then you do the series of the Ruthless Boys. And
so this is 2 and 3. I got it. Okay, got it. Okay.
I did the first book last month. So I was gonna try and take it slow, but obviously it is.
Look how chunky these are.
They are chunky, but like I feel like.
Oh, well, the inside.
Yeah.
Is pretty spread out.
They're pretty spread out, and it's like only like 500 pages, which sounds like a lot. But I did listen to the graphic audios of 2 and 3 in the graphic.
Do you recommend it?
100%. 100% would recommend the graphic audios, but they're not all out. So you have the first 3, and then the first part of the 4th book is June 16th or something like that.
Okay. So are you? Oh, so you're gonna do all those 5, and then hopefully it'll be out by then.
Yeah, the first part will be, but I don't know about the second part.
Gotcha.
Which I'll still read it. I think I did 4.5. I struggled having to stop after this one to go into the Ruthless Boys because
cliffhanger.
Yes, it's so good, and I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. But then I have fell in love with these guys too. It's like reverse harem, and I love a good watch-use. So, but yeah, pretty much all 4s.
All 4s, basically.
Except for this one is a 4.5.
Okay, so is this your favorite one so far?
So, well, I don't know. I'm really starting to love the Ruthless Boys. So,
yeah.
But I do hear that it's gonna like make me cry, which I cry all the time.
The next one I read was A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. So I finished out the Shades of Magic trilogy. And can I tell you, this is my favorite book now? It's my favorite book. It is all I've been thinking about. I know I don't have the cover, but I got my nails done to match the new cover. Yeah. See? I think about this book every single day.
Even more than Onyx Storm?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, about this particular series. Like Onyx Storm, I see why so many people love it. ACOTAR, I see why so many people love it. I can see why someone wouldn't like this series. In fact, like, one of my favorite things to do is, as soon as I finish a book, to go read the bad reviews, see if I missed something. And some people tear this up.
Yeah.
But some of the reasons they list, I'm like, that didn't bother me, or I liked it because of that kind of thing. I think about these characters all the time. I can't even explain. I just love. There was so much character growth sometimes I feel like fantasy bogs us down with so much lore. And this was not that at all. Am I saying it's like the most simple thing? No, but like it's definitely simpler than like Fourth Wing and everything.
Yeah.
Especially like ACOTAR. Like there's so much in Crescent City. There's so much background and lore and everything. It's so hard to keep up and everything. But this is like very more so like straightforward. I feel like someone brand new to fantasy could read this. I feel like someone that's seasoned in fantasy can read this. It is like for a long time I was like, do I like this more than ACOTAR? That literally crossed my mind, which is insane.
Which I feel like ACOTAR is just like kind of both for us hold a special place.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But it's kind of the standard almost. Like all of them. I mean, Crescent City 1 is like one of my favorite books of all time.
Same. Hands down, that's a 5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I gave this 6 million stars, actually.
I know. Didn't you cry on that one too?
Yes, so,
you are not the crier.
No. In our book club, I am not the crier. I'm kind of known as, like, kind of being the cold-hearted person because a certain person dies in Fourth Wing, and I was like, oh, that sucks. And another Coven member was like, you're so heartless. I was like, I was glad. Like, not glad.
You were glad?
I wasn't glad he died, but I was... Sarah J. Maas is scared to kill her characters.
That is true.
Rebecca is not.
No, she's
and I
not.
appreciate that because it doesn't make sense for everyone to live.
But I want them to.
I know, but...
Except for the bad people, they can all.
They can all go.
They can all go.
But anyway, so like this, like right now is my favorite book. Period.
Hands down? More than Crescent City 1?
Yes.
I don't know.
I know. And again, the thing is, not everyone's going to feel that way. So, like, I feel like with, like, Crescent City and everything, like, we throw in, like, you haven't read it? Oh my gosh, because I do feel like a lot of people can't love it. And this one, again, I know not everyone. Cool. I don't know how you would feel about this, to be honest.
Well, you'll know next month, because I got to read it before we go and see her in June.
In June. Yeah, we're going to see her in June.
So I'll read it in June before we... I don't know. I'll read it before we go.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So anyways, it's just all consuming. I think about the main characters. The plot was excellent. The character development was excellent. The romance is a subplot. There is like only one instance in the entire trilogy I could think of that might have changed because of the romance. And it's so minor. It wouldn't have changed anything. But like, it's nice. It's yearning. It's very nice. No spice. None.
I like a little bit of spice.
There is one scene that I guess you could technically consider a spicy scene in this particular book, but that's it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, because Thorn of Glass is hands down my favorite series, and that isn't spicy at all.
There's a couple spicy scenes in Empire.
Yeah, but they're like... You know.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Compared to that, yeah, I know. But anyway, so this is my obsession. I want to talk to another Coven member, Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Not you, Sarah. The other Sarah. We have multiple Sarahs.
Sarah with an H and without an H.
Yes, she has finished it, and I just like want to sit in a room with her and just talk about it. Like that's all I've been thinking about.
I don't know. Onyx Storm messed me up, so I don't know if I can go down to a whole...
Oh yeah, going back to the crying, I've only cried at 2 books. The one was Crescent City 1, and I cried once, and I cried 4 times reading this.
4?
4 times.
I'm not going to be able to read it at that point, because I think I cried one of the hardest cries I've ever had in my whole entire life. From Crescent City 1.
Yeah. Same. Literally. Like, that's why it affected me so much. But yeah, 4 times.
That makes me nervous.
We both read The Rose Bargain, and this is the Barnes & Noble Special Edition. Have you seen the Fairy Loot edition of it?
No. Is it gorgeous?
It's so gorgeous. Okay, so now we are going to talk about what we want to read in May. What our hopes, what our dreams are.
I have big ambitions for May.
I'm going to go over what I'm currently reading right now. I'm in the middle of. I'm not going to go too much detail in this one because we're going to talk about this in our book club video. But I am reading the Book of Azrael, and I will finish it. I'm like,
you're good. So continuing on with the whole Zodiac trend, I have every intention on finishing the third, and if I get through it pretty quickly, I will also do the fourth. And if I can break away, I have other plans, but my plan is just I will do one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and max it out with 2 and not do 4 again. But you never know what's going to happen, because I do kind of want to wait for the audiobook, the graphic audio.
Yeah.
Because they're so good.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame you. They are good.
And I've listened to like Crescent City graphic audio and Fourth Wing, and the Zodiac. So good. Crescent City, it was not my favorite.
What's so different about it versus the other ones? Because like the Fourth Wing graphic audio to me is like top tier.
Hands down. But I felt like all the voices matched like what I thought of these people. Mm-hmm. And I will say, like in Zodiac, there is one character who I was like, at first I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But as I went on, I was like, no, it's actually perfect. So, and I think that like matters a lot, because it's like in Crescent City, there's some people that I'm just like, does not sound like who I think or how I thought it would sound. Mm-hmm. It just, I also felt like it says like it's a movie in your mind, and there's all these other, like with Fourth Wing, there's dragons and there's dragons in Zodiac too, so you get to hear all the like noises and with Crescent City there just really isn't. It's just people talking, so it just sounds like a regular audiobook.
Yeah.
But with more people too. So
I am also currently reading Goldfinch, and I typically do like a physical or Kindle book, and then I do an audiobook. And this is Goldfinch by Raven Kennedy, and it's the 6th and final book.
She's thick.
She is so thick, and I'm just ready to be done.
I did hear it gets a little repetitive. Like,
Raven Kennedy has a very interesting writing style. Everything is like a simile. Mm-hmm. Like, everything. Some people, I'm sure, love that. And I think at the beginning books, it wasn't as... Well, no, it was. It was. I'm just ready to be done. I'm ready to get done. But I also started this series in 2023. And typically when I start a series on audiobook, I want to finish it. Mm-hmm. And they redid the audiobooks. And so Gold and Goldfinch just came out this year. And so that's why I delayed it. But I'm just ready to be done. But these books are so pretty, too. So they look beautiful on the shelf. So you have all yours now, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
After I bought many off eBay that said that it had sprayed edges, and it showed up and it did not. I will read One Dark Window and 2 Twisted Crown, because we are going to go see her in May.
This month?
Yeah, this month.
Couple weeks.
So I have some reading to do.
Okay, so I plan on reading The Perfect Divorce. I actually had this planned for April, but I really wanted to start the Book of Azrael for reasons that we will explain in the next video. But Stacy wants to buddy read this, so she asked me when. I was like, let me finish Book of Azrael and then I'll get to it. So we're going to buddy read it. Don't know if you want to buddy read it or not, but I know you have a lot on deck, so.
I'm waiting for the audiobook, because Geneva told us when everyone saw her that there were going to be 6 narrators. I feel like there's just been so much fantasy, so I want to add in a thriller, and I just had a friend who read The Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney, and she just loved it. And I was... Well, I have one of her books, and I've been wanting to read this, so...
Have you ever read her?
No.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I will, because I probably will.
You'll try.
I'll try.
This one, I feel, so I'm in a similar boat as you were to that one. So this is a spin-off from the Shades of Magic. And I feel, so I do have it here. I have it like written down in my little journal. I don't know if I'm ready. I feel like I'm still like riding on that high of Conjuring of Light. So this takes place 7 years after the events of Conjuring of Light.
Okay.
So, I mean, the premise sounds super interesting, and like, but I feel like I'm gonna kind of save this for a rainy day, like when I'm like really missing that world. I miss it already, but so
is it a standalone?
I don't know that either.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a good question.
I want to read this book so bad. I don't really know much about it. I just saw on TikTok that this book is gonna be a hot topic this year.
Okay.
So, I want to be in the. Usually, I'm always like after everybody's already read it. So I want to be in the now. And
Did
like,
this just come out?
it came out last year.
Oh, okay.
I believe, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but the couple of people that I have heard, last year.
Okay.
They've said great things, and it's not big. It's only like
Okay.
300 pages.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. So I want to get it. I want to put it under my belt, but and also I love a good fantasy.
Yeah.
I've never read anything by this author, so
Cool.
maybe
Awesome.
something new.
Nice.
And it's pretty.
And then the last one, we're not going to talk about this one too much either because it is our book club book. It is Bull Moon Rising. We are both going to be reading this. You've already started.
Oh yeah, I'm already in the thick of it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, all I can say.
Yes.
All I can say is it's a very pretty book.
It gives straight Lisa Frank vibes.
Yes!
If you know that from the 90s.
It does.
Showing her age.
So this will be started soon. We're having our book club meeting very soon. So it's already been updated on our Fable. Do you have another one?
I have one more. And then, this one's called Direbound. And
See it everywhere.
I know. So this, it's 2 authors, right? And they're
Is it?
under a pen name.
Can I say that this name is so badass? Sable Sorensen?
I believe it's 2 people, and don't get me. Yeah, it's 2 peoples.
Okay.
2 people, and yeah, they took their name off of something. I forgot. It's in the acknowledgments, but
Okay.
it's so pretty, and I hear great things. I don't know what it is with the swords for me this month, but
You do have a theme.
and wolves, it seems, because Ruthless Boys has wolves in it, and this is their debut book.
Okay.
So I'm all. I don't know what it is about indie books. I just love them.
You are definitely more on like the pulse of the newest indie like stuff that comes out. Like you got Quicksilver for me.
Yep.
So
And aren't you glad? Because I loved Quicksilver.
Quicksilver was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was awesome. Okay. So those are our May hopefuls. Put your hopefuls down below. We'll see how many we get through.
Yeah. It has to be at least 4. I have to do at least 4. 5. Because
You have to do at least 3. At bare minimum, because you need to read One Dark Window, Two Twisted Crowns.
I know, and then
And
the
our
Zodiac
book-
ones. I know, that's why I started our book club book, so because
Yeah.
I'm like, I get this out of our way.